Hey guys, this is Brian Victor today with another review. This time I'm going to be reviewing Fantastic Four issue 5AU Age of Ultron tie-in. So, look, this is the cover. It looks really, really cool. This book was written by Matt Fraction, and I cannot pronounce the last name of the artist for this book. I'm going to check. But apparently he didn't do so good of a job. So, Andriawa, I don't know, it's weird. Well, he did an okay job, I gotta say. Next thing you know, it starts out with Susan Storm walking into Franklin's room and says, everything's gonna be okay, Franklin, don't worry, Susan, it's time. And says, I'll see you soon, Franklin, I promise. And he says, okay. He goes to sleep, and then all of a sudden, Franklin! And there's like, and then all of a sudden, he's talking to Vale or whatever, and it says, Franklin, excellent, you're here, we can begin. And this book was sad. I was ready to start crying, because this was sad. They basically just lost their family, no offense. Spoiler alert, sorry, spoiler alert. And next thing you know, it says, Ultron has attacked Earth, and I mean my words precisely, the whole of the planet seemingly at once. And then all of a sudden, they're getting transmission missions from T'Challa, and so all of a sudden they get out of the whatever they were from, and they go to Earth, and they see it just absolutely destroyed. They see Medusa on the ground dead, and they want to go see on the kids or whatever they were, and then they didn't get to the place in time. They're all dead, and then starts out with Human Torch or whatever his name is. I don't know. I always forget his name. Johnny Storm. He says, hey guys, remember, you guys get all my stuff. Remember, don't mess up my car. And they're just talking, and like they're saying goodbyes. And it's a death part of the journey, and I know that what I'm talking about. Death isn't the end of anything. Don't sweat this. I'll be back. And he says, Reed, this is stupid. Come on, man. And because they're thinking this, they will never have to use these messages. Okay, we're in real trouble. The little girl says, and then all of a sudden, Johnny basically is going to die because he's going to do something that's basically suicide, and then he dies. And then Ben Franklin is going to, no wait, not Ben Franklin. Ben Grimm, okay, Ben Grimm. He's talking to the kids saying, this might be the end, and I'm sorry we're leaving. And he's like, boy, this is a real heavy, I don't, and he's talking about how he thinks that it's his fault that, Dr. Doom is how he is, and it's just kind of emotional, so, and next thing you know, he all of a sudden sees Dr. Doom outside, and it's like, when it says, when me and your dad were kids, and we were all at school, the guy was a rich jerk. I messed with his experiments he had, in their room there, and I didn't mean I don't know if I did, but, I ain't never told anyone that before, because he thought it was his fault that he's who he is. And then all of a sudden he sees the cape, and he thinks he's working with Ultron, and then all of a sudden he tries smashing him, and one of the Ultrons is wearing his cape and his mask. He takes off the glasses, mask, and he says, "You've mistaken me for someone." And next thing you know, he's fighting all the Ultrons, and then all of a sudden he just gets surrounded by everybody, and then next thing you know, it's Reed Richards' turn, and he just feels like he can't talk about it, so he decides he's going to write everything down. He says, I don't know how to say this. Words not coming. And he's like, how does a father say goodbye to his children? Impossible. So, I am a man of science. There is no God. There is no heaven. There is no hell. That's what Reed Richards said. That's not my words. Those are Reed Richards says. Never said I ever said that. Okay, no hell. It doesn't matter. We all do. What we do is all that matters. Remember, I did not say that. I believe in that. So he's and then he's like, do you understand, children? For all of my failing, please remember that. And he's screaming, Susan, go! And Susan's running. And then all of a sudden he gets grabbed by a whole bunch of Ultrons, and he's like, go! And he's like trying to surround all the Ultrons. And then all of a sudden there's a giant explosion. And then all of a sudden, the only person who survived from Fantastic Four was Sue. So, and it says she's She-Hulk is grabbing all the rocks, and then finds her, and then like and she's like, we lost everything. And then all of a sudden, there is no message from Sue. And then they remember. Franklin says, "I remember, everything's gonna be okay, Franklin." That's what she said. And she said, he's singing to himself, "Everything's gonna be okay." And then she's thinking to himself, whatever her name is. I don't know why I always forget the kid's name except for Valerie. Okay, Valerie. And she's like, "Franklin, what are we gonna do?" And Franklin doesn't say a word. This book was sad. I gotta say, this is like real sad. I mean, oh my god, I almost started crying in this book. This was a sad book. It was basically the Fantastic Four saying goodbye to their kids. So it was a good book. It was emotional. It was a good tie-in book. I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 5. It was just good. It was sad. It was emotional. It was just something you want to see from a book that is saying goodbye to their kids. It's a good book. Highly suggest picking up if you guys are getting Age of Ultron. If you're not getting this Age of Ultron book, I would not get it. But if you are, you should get it. It's really good. I don't read Fantastic Four. I just got it for the tie-in. So don't think I'm jumping onto the book. I'm only reading it just for the tie-in. So thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for more reviews. Next up, Age of Ultron issue 3, finally. So thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for more reviews. And I will see you guys next